Hey everybody! Yay! It's Thursday night, which is not a normal night for the unboxing. So I'm Kathy Hester and welcome to my kitchen. It's so good to have you here. I hope you've had a lovely day. I've had a very Zoomerific day. I've been on Zoom, it seems like all day long. So what I'd love for you to do is to say hi in the comments, tell me where you're from, what the weather's like, because it's just been really hot. I love hearing about my friends in the north that maybe it's not quite so hot. But even if you're hot, just let me know. I want to know. Okay? So I see a few of you are here. So one of the things that I've been doing with the Misfit Market unboxing. Hi Jackie, it's good to see you. I saw you just join Kathy's club and I'm super excited about that. Well, remind me and I'll tell you guys more about that later. So Misfit Markets is an imperfect produce box that I've been getting. In the beginning, I was not able to pick my produce and it was all a surprise. Now I can pick my produce, but because it's summer and shipping produce in the summer, sometimes there's some surprises. So usually I get my delivery on Wednesday, which means this has been in transit for a day longer. So some of you have been kind of commenting saying some of your stuff is messed up and you're kind of angry because you feel like you're not getting the value. So we're going to talk about what I'm going to do to document the things that work and didn't work and that I'm going to give to Misfit Market. So I'm going to give you the whole procedure. I did open it up and not everything is a melded mess, though the cold bags were no longer cold anymore. So I've got to check some things out. Okay. Oh, and hey, Vegmatic, it's hot in Maine too. You're ruining my hopes for the world. No, just kidding. I know it's not going to be hot for that much longer, but I'm definitely that spring, autumn kind of gal. Before I show you and we start unboxing, I also wanted to remind you, because I had not done this before, so virtualvegfest.com. So again, virtualvegfest.com is a way that some veg fests are helping to keep things going, especially the Triangle Veg Fest. So I'm selling some books through there and they get a part of the proceeds. And let me show you the 4 books that I have on there. If you order them from there, you can either email me at kathyhester@gmail.com if you want them signed a certain way. These are the 4 books. So literally, I'm signing these in my house and we're mailing them out to you. So that means if you're not in the US, that there may be more shipping fees. But Outrageous Oatmeals is out of print. This is my absolute latest cookbook, Gluten-Free Vegan Cooking in Your Instant Pot. There's some really fun things in there that I'm very proud of. There's Vegan Cooking in Your Air Fryer, which is super fun. That is chicken fried cauliflower with no oil even in the air fryer. Thank you very much. And then I have some copies of the Revised Vegan Slow Cooker. And that's a book that they finally let me put oil-free and gluten-free options in. So they took them out of the first edition. But I think each book is about $20, includes US shipping, and you get it signed. Then Triangle Veg Fest through Virtual Veg Fest gets a little bit of a perk. I get a little bit of a perk because I get more money that way than if you order it through Amazon until we're out of books. So there you go. Great Christmas gifts, birthday gifts. Spiel is done. Okay, let's see. And Linda says hi from South Detroit. Oh, Windsor, Ontario. Okay. I was like, you're not in Canada. You blew my little mind. Don't do that. Oh, and Jackie said she's glad that she has her Outrageous Oatmeals already. I know, it's sad that it went out of print. So I've taken the ice box out. So Misfit Market, for those of you who don't know, you can go to misfitmarkets.com and I'll put a link up later. That's my affiliate link and you get 25% off if it's your first box. But the main purpose of this is I want you to see the not perfect side of things too, okay? So there are a couple things I ordered on my own, and one was this vegan butter that I was kind of excited about. and it's kind of smashed pretty badly, and I got to decide if it's okay to use. So I'll have to do a little research, but see, I have butter on my hands. So those of you who are oil-free, look away, but it was a new plant butter, so I was going to have to try it. Chances are good I'm going to be asking for a refund for this. So you get the box, it's $35 plus shipping, and I think it's like $5 shipping. Everything's organic. This is the large box. There are a couple of things that, and where did I put them? They had some gluten-free vegan stoop waffles, and so I had looked at those. So those are actually for a friend anyhow. They're fine. I'm going to put those aside. This is a maybe. If I'm going to get a refund, what I'm going to do is take a picture of where it's opened and show how the package is like this. And if it's like the past, they'll refund my money right away. Let me wipe the vegan butter off of there. I see a question. Ashley, is there a link to get the books? Yes, you can go to virtualvegfest.com. So virtualvegfest.com. Ha. And Jackie said, too much of the oil leaked in the box for me. Definitely a refund for the butter. Yeah, sometimes things in transit. So I can almost guarantee when they packed it at the Misfit Marketplace, everything was fine. I also know some things like kale is the first to go if it gets too overheated. So I'm going to be asking for a refund for the kale. There may be a piece or two that could be used, but I mean, it's just not okay, right? So that's going to go in the refund. Now the the collards have maybe 2 leaves. I'll look through that. I may end up asking for a refund for that if I'm being picky. If I've got a lot of things, sometimes I'll just use half of it and call it a day. But that one's looking a little sad too. Now I'm expecting this to happen because I know it took longer and it's summer and cold bags only last so long. Now what I will say is my lettuce looks really good, so I don't need to do anything with that. Let me get the other. There's another head of romaine, and again, bigger than my head. Dun dun dun, both of them. These look amazing. Isn't it weird? It came out of the same box, traveled the same way. Okay? There's one, every once in a while, you'll get a piece or two of something you have to take off. And then I'm going to set some of these. They have been packaging any of the stone fruit in these. Last time, 2 of my peaches weren't okay, but everything else was. The Swiss chard, the red Swiss chard looks really nice. So even Cheryl had asked me at one point, if I thought that maybe we just shouldn't order Misfit for the summer. And I feel like we're getting enough of it. There's just a couple of pieces here or there. Last time I had half a box not be okay, and they refunded me the whole box. I have been seeing some comments when I'm posting this on Facebook or YouTube that people say that they're not emailing them back after the first time. I will say that they have refunded me probably 6 times so far, and I've probably been with them for about a year. So I haven't really had any big issues. If half an onion isn't bad, see this looks a little bit, yeah, this one's not good for me. That's fallen apart a little bit too much. I'm going to want a refund for that too. Okay. And then the cilantro isn't bad. It's not amazing, but you know what I'm going to do is I'm not going to ask for a refund, and probably what I'm going to do is either chop it up and freeze it today, and that way I can still just drop it in and ice cubes into salsas or anything that I want to cook, and that way I kind of save it. And the cauliflower isn't amazing. It definitely has more bad spots than usual. Definitely. You guys can see you can see it looks a little more sad. Now, I will say, I have used cauliflower that looks like this out of my fridge, but that's a little different. So I think this is going to go into the refund pile, okay, along with its little parts. I do have some celery. That looks fine. I don't have any issues with that celery. Okay. I've got a nice, well, not so awesome. There's some spots on that. So what I may do is I may cut into this eggplant and see how far it goes. So that's definitely from the hotter trip here. So I'm going to put that kind of in a maybe pile. It kind of is in the in-between. If I lose 10 to 20% of a vegetable, typically I don't do that. So I'm just going to cut and see how far it's gone in. If I can go ahead and just make a quick eggplant dish tonight, I'll leave it. I'm not saying you have to leave it either though, but I'm telling you what my calls are and why. So there are these Fresno peppers. They are a little bit soft, but they're fine. So I feel good about those. I've got a couple of heads of garlic. Those are fine. And actually, trying to see where's the best way for you to see some of this stuff. There we go. Is that helpful? We've got some baby cucumbers. They're fine. There's some cilantro that's stuck on there, but other than that, they're good. And I've got some baby potatoes. A lot of baby potatoes. And in general, with baby potatoes, maybe there's a couple of eyes. I'm not too worried about that. These are all go great in my air fryer. Sometimes you will, on a normal time, have like a little bad spot or a soft spot like this. Okay. Get it where we can, that's better. And I just cut that off. I don't really feel like I'm losing value. Last time we did 2 boxes, one that was $10 more than this, and it was less than what we have of the good produce. So I do feel really good about the price on Misfit Market. So it looks like it's going to be the butter, the butter lettuce, kale, collards, cauliflower, possibly the eggplant. I'm going to cut and see. And Jackie says, it's so hot here that I wouldn't trust anything getting sent. Tomorrow and Saturday will be over 100. Jackie lives in Texas. And the heat index, plus the heat index to make it feel even hotter. I know. So if you're having trouble and you live in these really hot places and it's getting delivered late, I will say for it traveling an extra day, I don't feel so bad about this. I still have to open up my stone fruit. So let's see. Last time I had 2 good ones and 2 that were moldy. And those got refunded really quickly. Okay, these look great actually. So I have had a couple of them smushed, but since they've been packaging them like this, they've been doing really pretty good. Those look great. There is a tiny little spot there, so I just need to make sure that I use that one first. So I'm probably going to make an overnight oats with it, and I'm going to sit it to the side. Let's look at this guy. Okay. I don't think I've cut. Oh, I did cut him. There we go. Aha! And here is the moldy peach. You guys see that? This one isn't really, but this one is really. So that's definitely going to get a picture, and I'm going to rinse this one off. I think it's going to be fine. That little piece is actually from the other one. So again, okay, and Laura said that she had to suspend her Misfit box for the summer. Everything was coming sweaty and half of the produce was not good. I'll wait till fall. And there's nothing wrong with making that decision at all. Okay, I will say that sometimes it's been good and sometimes it hasn't. I think also it depends on the delivery trucks, how rough they are on it and things like that. But there's definitely going to be things going bad. But I also want you to know, if you're subscribing to Misfit Market and you get some bad produce, I'm hearing from a lot of you, you're doing nothing. You're just being angry. Please don't do that. It makes me hurt. okay? Don't hurt me. um, all I'm going to do is take some iPhone pictures of these and send them to customer service. That's it. And customer service will either say, oh, that's enough for you, we'll just give you a free box next time instead, or they'll just credit my account with the amount of money they've decided to credit my account. With the butter that I bought separately, and I think it was $6 or $7, it was significant, they will credit me that. So what they will not do is go, oh, look, Kathy got these 6 pieces bad, let's send her 6 new pieces. That's not going to happen. So you need to kind of have a little bit of wiggle room that you're willing to either use Instacart or Whole Foods or something to order your groceries if you're not going out at all, to order some of these pieces that may be coming in bad. Does that make sense, I hope? And Jackie said, I'm sure that I've been spending more, but I've been stopping at my local farm stand. And there's nothing wrong with doing that at all. And in fact, sometimes there's, I think it's Spring Hill Farms or Spring Hill Nursery. I can't remember right at this second, but they deliver to me too. So I've been getting some local boxes kind of in between too. So what I have not trusted them to send during the winter is any kind, or in the summer, any kind of berries, because all the berries have gotten molded and smushed. Some of the mushrooms right now have also gotten too bad by the time they've gotten here. And I have not ordered any of their heirloom tomatoes because heirloom tomatoes are so delicate already. So I actually got some heirloom tomato boxes from a local farm, and my friend Howard Jacobson and his wife Mia have been giving me some farm produce too. And Laura said they are very good about making it right. And I'm glad to hear that, because I'm hearing from a couple of people said that, well, I complained once and they did something about it, and the second time I've never heard from them again. And so I wonder if with the amount of complaints and refunds needed, if customer service is getting a little bit backed up. I am not a part of them, so I am only guessing, but try and give them a little bit of patience, because they've done nothing but try and make things right with me. And if they haven't made it right with you, I think you should try again. Contact them again and see how that's doing. Because it is hard to be beholden on the shipping company when it's so hot. Because I knew yesterday it arrived in Durham, but it arrived in Durham to the warehouse here to go out today at like 5:30. So I knew it traveled 2 full days, maybe 2.5. And then I didn't get it today until a few hours ago. So I knew those cold bags just weren't going to last that long. Oh, and Joanne is here. Yay, Joanne. And Jackie got okra, slicing tomatoes, yellow squash, and baby eggplant last weekend, which sounds amazing. Oh, you guys, does anybody have any questions about any of this? Like why I've chosen the things I've chosen to get refunded? I think they're pretty obvious, but if you have some questions, I'm happy to answer them. And probably what I'll do with the produce that's not okay is I'm going to compost it and or put it in the deer's path in hopes that maybe the deer can eat some of the lettuce or the kale that I'm not going to eat. Oh, Joanne just got out of the pool. Well, why don't you just brag on it? No. It's probably too hot for me to even go out to the pool, but I do like the idea of it. To me, like, it's cool, you're happy. I might have to have like some sparkling water with some citrus fruit in there. I just think I need a little bit of a break today. It's been a very, very long day. What else do I want to tell you? Oh, there's classes coming up soon. I should be posting out about those later today or tomorrow. So not this Saturday, but next Saturday and the Saturday after that, we're going to do grain and pasta salads, and there are going to be pasta alternatives like spiralized zucchini. So if you don't eat pasta, you'll still have some options, and that's the one that's coming up soon. And Joanne says the deer eat everything. Well, they're a little picky around here. They got lots of yummy bushes and stuff to eat. Okay, you guys, so hopefully if you have some questions about classes, let me know. If you have questions about Misfits, let me know. And Vegematic said, how will you freeze the cilantro? Usually what I do is I either chop it up or puree it in a blender or small food processor with a little bit of water. I put it in some small ice cube trays. And actually, I think I may have some here. Yeah, nope. There we go. This is from where I've done it before. So I have some little ones. So it makes probably about a tablespoon. Let me let you see it from above. And I do this a lot with herbs. It's hard to see just because. So I let it freeze in the cubes and then I put it in a Ziploc bag. And I don't know about you, but a lot of times I will get cilantro and then it gets slimy on me before I finish it. So if you know you're going to do something fresh, maybe if I do something fresh tonight, make a salsa or something, and then freeze the rest, that's a good thing to do as well. And Natalie said she ended up canceling her subscription to Misfit. It was just too time consuming emailing them on bad produce. Also, there were delays in them getting back to me too. They need better customer service. Wish their produce was shipped better because I love the concept. Absolutely, it's not for everyone. It does take some effort in doing some of this, and that's why I try to be real specific about everything that's going on and how I deal with it, so no one feels like I'm saying this is a perfect magic service. And I think most produces that are going through FedEx or UPS right now are having some similar issues, just delays in shipping. And Linda said, I was able to get 54 organic English cucumbers from the grower the other day. Even after splitting it with friends, I'm still struggling to eat them. I'm going to try to get a bushel of curly cucumbers that are good for pickled cucumbers tomorrow for $5. Oh my God, I need to be where you are, Linda. Eggplant, peppers, and tomatoes are also on the list from them too, so that I can make the eggplant tapenade. And so she's talking about the slow cooker eggplant tapenade that you can find on healthyslowcooking.com. I also have like a summer vegetable plate on plantbasedinstantpot.com where it's like squash and potatoes and corn. It just makes a nice vegetable plate, and you cook it all in one Instant Pot so you don't heat up the kitchen a lot. And the other thing I posted on Healthy Slow Cooking was the super quick and easy red bean rice using canned organic red beans. If you make your own red beans, you could use frozen ones just as well. But those are some dinner ideas if you need a little bit of dinner ideas. Okay, you guys, it's awesome to see you, and I wish you many lovely, delicious dinners, and I'll talk to you soon.